Well, this is Chernobylite. It's out on the PS4 right now. I'm playing the PS4 build on the PS5 because I'm lucky enough to have one of these PS5 things. I've been playing just the last couple of days really. I've not had a chance to properly review the game, but I've played in a few hours now to really get kind of, not grips to the game, but at least a feel for the game, you know. And obviously I've played RPGs, well, for years, you know. From Skyrim to Fallout, the good and the bad. You know, I play some really decent RPG games out there, you know. I played games like Metro, which is a bit more open worldy, kind of. Elixir played as well, which is difficult. A flawed game, but enjoyable. Despite people commenting that it's a pretty crap game, but I enjoyed it. You really have to put time into it. The Outer Worlds as well, which I think is a great game, but the colour palette is awful. Really awful, I hate it. Apart from that, the game is really decent. There's some decent RPGs out there. Fallout 4 was quite enjoyable, but again, you know, the PC version looks a lot better than the console version. Kingdom Come Deliverance as well, hardcore RPG, one of the best I've played ever. Again, it's a PC, the PC build that's got transferred to console. That's pretty good, but as always the PC version is much superior, like it is with Metro, like it is with this game here, Chernobylite. Waffling on about what games are better than others could be another video, but I don't want to talk too much because this microphone, well, this actual commentary is being recorded from my PS5 handset, so at least you know the kind of quality that you get with the PS5 handset, until I get a proper microphone for this console. Again, it's not perfect. My throat is tearing up because I'm COVID positive, so this is probably one of the first COVID positive game reviews ever, or first impressions really, because this is not a review about the game story or anything like that, or all the things you have to do. It's not even, well, I'm not even going to give you that many tips, but don't turn off just yet, because apart from the actual visuals of the game on console, which are pretty good, pretty darn good, because it is a lovely game. There's a little bit of like screen tearing, or I don't know, it's not lag, it's, you know, I'm not a nerd. It's got its little faults here and there. The game is enjoyable. I do like the sound, you know, I do like everything about it. The best thing about the game is the immersion, and although it's kind of I say limited in the way of storytelling, it's still a damn decent game. There's only so much story you can get in this kind of futuristic Chernobyl world, you know, because obviously the graphics might be beautiful, in my opinion, much better than Fallout. The base building, just like Fallout, but I think less is more, in my opinion, because it's not a huge world, a huge story-filled world. You know, there's only so many missions and so many side quests and heists. But I'm not going to go into details about crafting or anything like that, because again, I've basically been on this game for, well, 12 hours from when I got the game, 3 days ago, 4 days ago? Yeah, 4 days ago. And I was obviously really ill with COVID for the last couple of days. I'm not great to date, but I have to put this out here because obviously the devs very kindly, even though I turned down the PC build because my PC sucks, they gave me the PS4 code to play this game. So thanks to the guys at Chernobylite. So I do appreciate that, helping a small channel like mine, and I'm a small channel. So hit the like button. I'm going to flash it up there as well. There we go, flashing around. Isn't that great? I want to do this in one take. I'm not a great reviewer. I'm not even trying to review. I'm just being honest here. Okay, the good and the bad. Let's get stuck into it. Okay, the good so far, because I've not completed the story quest, because I'm not even rushing this game. I'm doing uploads. I'm just doing random uploads really of interesting missions. I've screwed some up. I've had fun with others. The Russian dialogue is fine with me. I'm alright with that. Rusky all the way. If you had English voiceovers and all that, I'd probably just stick with the Russian anyway. You know, if I was playing a Japanese RPG, I'd stick with the Japanese and use English text. I like that. There's plenty of games out there where the original language is, you know, very very good towards the immersion of a game. I played LA Noire as well, but I'm not very good at it. So check out that video. This game itself, although I'm doing the same thing like I did with LA Noire, I'm uploading every now and again, bit of gameplay, maybe some tips later. It's really good fun. I'm going off kilter again, because this is one take. Basically the game, good and bad. Well, as I said, the good is the world, the sound, the lighting is excellent. You know, it really keeps you interested in what you're doing. It's very limited in the way of mission quests, because they're kind of like fetching carry quests where you tend to get a parcel and that's it. You can avoid all enemies, get the parcel quite easily, but then your world map will make you aware of where to go. It'll give you little question marks in which direction an enemy or an item is, you know, so you'll either find something cool, you might find some enemies, you might find an NPC, you might find a secret stash where you need lockpicks, and I'll give you a tip here: build the lockpick, the grinder, and lockpick machine as soon as you can. Get that laser printer done. You need to get lockpicks in this game, because I missed out on a couple of rooms on my first quest because I only had one lockpick given to me by the first NPC that I met. The voice acting is pretty good. Excuse me, COVID cough. The voice acting is pretty good for Russian. I don't speak Russian, but I imagine it's good. It sounds energetic, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the world, the enemies I've encountered so far, they're pretty switched on. You know, when you are actually seen, or they're being alerted to your presence, they're on you, and you can take them out with headshots. And when you're good at headshots, which I usually kind of am, it's good. You can just breathe through it. But then the black stalker guy with the black helmet and everything and black mask, he will chase you through a portal, because he can transport himself into areas right next to you. So he's basically like a hurry up thing. So if you're in the middle of a mission, you're taking way too long. In other words, if you're enjoying yourself and you're exploring the world, the area that you're in for a mission, this guy just turn up, boom, out of nowhere, and just chase you down. If the enemies are alerted to you, then they call for backup. He's backup, and he will kill you pretty quick. But you can just pull out your portal gun and escape. You know, loading times in the game aren't too bad actually. Here it's kind of, well, taken a while, isn't it? Boom. But yeah, this is running on the PS5, again, PS4 build. It looks really good. You can tell straight away there's a lot of love in this game. There's a lot of reasons why I think it's better than the Stalker game. Well, for instance, the shooting mechanics are much better. The stealth is a lot better, well, I think. The world, the story, it's not meant to be a huge, big game. You know, it can be probably, from what I've seen, you can complete the whole game in less than 15 hours, which is a bit of a shame. But I don't rush anything, so it'll probably take me a hell of a lot longer. But then you've got side quests. I guess there won't be that many. Which is basically resource gathering. So that's what you're doing in the game. You're resource gathering, collecting stuff, and that's good fun. It can be boring for people, so be warned. There won't be a hell of a lot to do. There'll be enough though to keep you interested. But again, I do feel that this game is kind of missing something. Oh boy, I just had a coughing fit. COVID is not fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the video. I'll really appreciate that. The game's visuals are, as I said, they're really nice. The weather, the lighting effects, pretty good. When exploring the world, and this is the portal world, which you jump into every now and again, it's really well done. The lighting effects, and there's lots of lightning stuff, which never strikes you because it's all, I think, scripted. I can tell it's scripted. It never really hits you. The aliens themselves, or the anomalies from the Chernobylite, are pretty fearsome. And I like the character the character design on those. They're really interesting little foes, you know, very stalkerish, but they are fearsome nonetheless. This paranormal sort of alternate reality stuff I'm not really into. I don't like this part, but it's at least it's trying to be a little bit different in storytelling, and I see why they're doing it. It does look pretty decent. The voice acting, as I said, it is pretty good. I reckon there's a lot of energy into it. There's no lip syncing because obviously it's a small indie studio. It costs a lot of money to lip sync, and obviously I think it would have been another year before this game had been released if they'd done lip syncing and everything properly. And you know, I don't mind that. Lip syncing isn't the be all and end all of games, really. You know, it's nice to have it, but you know, I've seen some awful lip syncing on AAA games. That really put me off the entire franchise and any further releases because it was just done badly. I won't mention the games because I can't remember them. Fallout's not bad, you know, but there's another game I forgot. I just stopped buying those games. The game itself, I think, is definitely worth your money, especially on PS4. PS5 is going to be great. I do believe that you can change your weapons quite a bit in here, although there's only 3 kind of classes of weapon here, like machine gun's not there. You just got your automatic rifle, you know. You got a shotgun and a pistol, and you can upgrade these to grade effects, so that's good. You got which I haven't unlocked yet was or built yet, I should say. Like the laser rifle thing. I don't know what it is, like a Chernobylite powered, like a railgun thing. Yeah, it's a railgun. There we go. Got there in the end. So yeah, you know, there are some things to look forward to. I like the attention to detail in this game, the plants, the foraging. You got an easy, hard, and insane levels of difficulty in this game. Well, you got very easy as well, and that means the resource collecting is either hard, difficult, or impossible. You know, started F whatever. Keeping your companions alive, recruiting them is a good feature, but they're quite easy to look after. Food is quite abundant, depending on the difficulty level. When it isn't, you know, you make the game as hard as you want. I wanted to enjoy the game, but have the enemies kind of a little bit more, let's say, threatening. You know, so I have to have some kind of risk here in the game. You know, the movements, character animations aren't bad really. They're not the most amazing I've seen, but I've seen worse. I think it's still pretty well done. I've seen criticisms on the animations, but I've got no problem with it, you know. Like I'll be playing Fallout and your character looks straight ahead, never looks at you really. If you turn left and right, this character, although you can't see the eyes or anything, at least his head moves to your direction when you're moving. So that's okay. I enjoy that. Base building's okay. I'm learning that. Still crafting and creating things. It's nice to you know, build something new and then find out what it does, and that's pretty cool. I do like the creation and the crafting in this game. That's really well done. Not too in depth, not too overly complicated. Yeah, there's a lot to like in this game. So the atmosphere is excellent, the lighting. The only downside is some of the missions, maybe it's just to make the game last longer. You can basically do a couple of missions and that's it per day. And then at night time you have to go to bed and be tucked up by your mum. That's a downside, isn't it? I'd like to do more missions at night, but the weather does turn and does get dark in the missions. So you do get that fear and the darkness and the problem of not being able to see what's in front of you unless you've got a torch charged with batteries. And that's good. So there is a kind of element of risk there and a good atmosphere. It's trying to build atmosphere as well. Weapons are not like all over the place, and because it'd be easy to just go and roam around and kill all the enemies and just take all their weapons, but it doesn't let you take them, you know, like it does in say Fallout. They're all kind of locked out to you, you know. The other thing I do like about this game is the fact that it doesn't really hold your hand that much. It's not particularly overly difficult. I did struggle at first because I was getting used to the game, which you'll see in my gameplay, which has no commentary, obviously because I'm using this microphone on the PS5 controller to chat to you. So yeah, it's just amazingly good fun. I do like it, and I do hope there's some DLC with this, maybe a future game. I think if they brought a future game here for this, they'd have to open up the lore a bit more, and it would be nice to see the 3D modelled, they digitally mapped the maps, so that's really impressive. So the areas you visit are all really there, they're actually the real models. That's excellent. So why should you pick this game? Well, it's 30 quid. That is cheap, insanely cheap for a really well made RPG game set in Chernobyl. The world is great, looks great, sounds great, the music's great, the voice acting, no Russian expert, it's great as well, I like it. The text is also accurate, which is nice. I do like the attention to detail. All the little freaky things, I'm not going to ruin it actually, some freaky things you'll come across. Some made me laugh, some made me just go, oh, that's a bit weird, that's gross, that's a little bit scary. It does give you a lot of, if you explore a map, little things to find, it encourages exploration in the map. Although when you can see where everything is, with your scanner, it kind of removes some of the exploration fun out of the game. It would have been better if you just explored everywhere and you just happened to come across things that you could open and find. Instead of going up to a shelf and opening doors and that, which it doesn't do that very often. You're basically left kind of going towards items marked on your scanner, which is a bit of a bummer, because I really like just exploring and come across things, which you can do, but I just think the exploration could be done a little bit better, with a better attention to detail and hiding items, maybe, secret areas that you have to find a way to get to them, or get a skill, maybe a skill to climb a ladder. I like finding cool things in cool areas, hidden in a place where you walk past like 100 times and go, oh, wow, I'll go up there and have a hide, and look and see what they're hidden, where they're hiding things, So yeah, I'm hard to please, but this game is definitely worth your money. Pick it up. I waffled on. It was supposed to be a one-take review, first impressions thing, but overall, so far in my 12:30 now, I don't know, I'm not counting, enough time to know I like the game. The resource management's good, some locked areas. I'm going to buy backpacks so you can open up that area there, so I can kind of upgrade that. There's so much to do in this game. I've got a lot to learn. There's a lot to like in this game. I think for 30 quid it's a steal. Definitely get it. Worth a buy. Has its faults, of course, but hey, it's an indie game. For an indie game, at least the bloody game's finished. You know what I mean? At least it's done. At least it's not glitching out everywhere. All it gets is a little a screen tear. Still working things out. Still trying to get used to the game. But hell, it's not a bad start. Love the game. I think it's good. I think it's definitely decent. And I'm going to enjoy playing this very, very slowly to the end, because I'm not rushing it. Wow, I've been playing LA Noire for 3 years and I've only uploaded 3 videos, so that shows you how often I play that game. Not very often, but I know it's a classic game. It's there when I'm in the mood to play it. This game's going to be the same. I'm in the mood to play it right now, and I'm going to carry on playing it. And I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. I can't believe I just chatted. Mumbled for 20 minutes. Chatted. Well, you know what I mean. I've tried to talk my way into talking you into buying this game, and I hope it's worked. Let me know if it has. Let me know if you like the game as much as I do. And don't believe in the negative stuff. It's all bollocks. It's good for a AAA game. Non-AAA game, I should say. For an indie game, it's definitely worth £30. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for listening. If you'd listened this far, let me know. And I'll enter you into a giveaway for a free PS5. No, I'm lying. I can't afford a PS5. Put my money on a Steam Deck. There we go. That's the game. Go and get it. Thank me later.